He'd stop showing up.
Can we comment at the beginning of this broadcast on this sky, buddy?
I know.
We can comment on this sky.
This is a beautiful night in Southwest.
I'll start with that.
Good perspective. It could always be worse.
So a tie for homecoming team, huh? Never as long as I've been here.
Keep it clean up there, guys. Keep it clean tonight.
Is Granddad tuning in from Texas?
Now he's got a card game tonight. That is his wife.
Good place for it. Good place for it. Trying to find some silver lining.
On the defensive end, number 18, the defensive tackle, number 68, Anthony Johnson. Wearing number 62, defensive tackle, J.J. Young. Defensive end, number 54, Sebastian Rizzo. Number 86, Noah Lobo. Linebackers, number 17, Nick Klein. Number 9, Tanner Babbitt. Outside linebacker, number 7, Austin Camps. Strong safety, number 22, Don Marco. Number 24, Kate Yoka. The free safety, number 2, Hunter Christmas. The left corner, number 2, Noah Dugan. And the right corner, number 1, Justin Turkowski. And now, for Armando. On the offense, now wide out, number 8, or number 23, Seneca. At wideout, number 21, Matt Beards, or number 88, Brendan Anderson. The tight end, number 45, Grayson Dean. Cooper Austin at left tackle, wearing number 78. Owen Hall, left tackle, wearing number 68. This center, wearing number 52, Colin Westbrook. Right wing, William Harvey, wearing number 65. That's correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mount Lebanon High School Stadium here on a beautiful football night. I mean, a chilly night, but it's the first time that we've got down into these temperatures this season. But the sun just set over the southwestern sky, and I got to tell you, there were some beautiful purples and pinks. Just a beautiful sunset here just a minute ago. The Mount Lebanon Blue Devils come into this game with a record of 2-2, and that is good for rank number 2 in 6A here in the WPIAL. Norwin is now taking the field. They come out here to Mount Lebanon with a 1-4 record, but look to give Mount Lebanon a good game tonight. Brian, why don't you tell us about the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils and their 2-2 record?
All right. Hey, Denny, great to be with you this evening. Great to be back in Mount Lebanon Stadium. That's right. The Mount Lebanon Blue Devils roll back into Mount Lebanon Stadium with a 2-2 record, coming off really a program-defining victory for Coach Palco in his second year. Last week saw Mount Lebanon roll into Central Catholic and upset the Vikings, down 17 points in that game. Mount Lebanon stormed back, and frankly, Mount Lebanon could have won that game by a whole lot more. There were quite a few miscues on special teams that helped Central Catholic out tremendously. That's 2 weeks in a row. You go back to the NA game where we played at NA, played them tough loss on the road, and then the Central Catholic game where up front Mount Lebanon both offensively and defensively was able to match NA and Central's physicality, which when you're talking about making the climb to the next step in 6A is one of those things you got to do. You got to find a way to match Central and North Allegheny's physicality. Mount Lebanon's done that. We're also starting to see the evolution of a lot of skill players that we'll touch on a little bit later as well, Denny.
Led by Joey Daniels, of course, second-year quarterback. The junior is 46 of 70, completing 68% of his passes, but more impressively, 10 touchdowns, no interceptions. Leading the running backs for Mount Lebanon, we have two runners, Mo Plummer and Alex Texa, both averaging over 5 yards a carry, both around 200 yards thus far through the 4 games. Norwin, on the other hand, comes in at 1-4. They are led by their quarterback, number 17, Nick Fleming, starting running back, Dom Barca, number 22, and star wide receiver, Connor Chrisman, number 2. Yeah,
Fleming, a big quarterback at 6'3", 215 pounds, the number 17 senior signal caller. We'll keep an eye on him for the Norwin Knights.
Noah Buda to kick it away from Mount Lebanon, and we are underway. Line drive kick, and it's going to roll out of bounds right around the 15-yard line. Really never get that one up in the air to give it a chance. So let's see what they're going to do. If they're going to mark it, or they bring it right out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and Denny, special teams kicking off continues to be a challenge for Mount Lebanon. Last week we saw Central Catholic return an opening kickoff against us. We had a critical kickoff return for a touchdown against Cannon Mac, and here we kick it out of bounds.
It looks like they're going to make Mount Lebanon kick it again. Oh, no, I take that back. They're marking it at the 35-yard line. It looked like Mount Lebanon was retreating. But here comes Norwin. Like I said, led by starting quarterback Nick Fleming, 6'3", 215-pound senior. Back there in the backfield with him is number 22 junior Dom Barca, 5'9", 185. They're going to deploy 3 wide receivers to the left.
Yeah, for the Blue Devil defense, you've got Austin Cooper, who is
Fleming, first pass, complete. It's going to be number 8. That's Tanner Krekavuk. Heidenreich and Barrett both on the tackles for Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, the big tight end for Norwin Knights hauled it in, one-hand catch, very nice route, and even better hands on the ball there. Circus catch by the tight end to start the game for the Knights. Big pickup, first down.
First and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
D-line, there's 3 down linemen from Mount Lebanon. That's Halter, Harvey, and now Cade Capristo. Cooper Austin, who practiced this week, had missed last week. Team captain, the junior, was out. Not certain if he's going to be playing this week or not.
That's Chrisman, wide receiver on a reverse. Turns the corner, and he has room. Nice run. Going to be knocked out of bounds finally by Trevor Barrett, but another first down for the Norwin Knights.
Yeah, boy, couldn't ask for a better start to the game if you're a Norwin Knights fan. 2 first downs on their first 2 plays of the game. Well-designed plays as well. They found people in space.
Ball down to the Mount Lebanon 34-yard line, first and 10.
Boy, Denny, one of the things that strikes me, the right guard for Norwin is massive, number 68, 6'4", 300 pounds, Colin.
Absolutely.
Motion, Aaron Schmuck. And that was 8. Once again, Kukovuk. And tackles made by Texa and Barrett. But they're going to take it down just inside the 25-yard line, second and a very short one.
Yeah, we talked about the senior signal caller, Nick Fleming, big kid, 6'3", 215 pounds. First two passes found completions in this game. Looks very comfortable back there right now.
Second and a short one. 3 wideouts to the left. Barca in the backfield with Fleming. It'll hand off to Barca, taking it around the right side, trying to turn the corner, can't quite get there. Coming up, Matt Wirtz on the stop for Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, very well played by the cornerback. That's number 21, junior Matt Wirtz. But I think the person who made the play was number 7, Denny. That was Smith, Jack Smith. Really did a nice job of holding his ground, kept contained, kept his shoulder to the outside, and forced the runner wide. Nice job by number 7, the junior Jack Smith.
No gain on the play, maybe even lost a foot. Third and a short one still.
Rotated in on the defensive line. Kay Capristo's out. Grayson D, sophomore, number 45, is in at right defensive end.
Barca going to go to the left side this time.
Holding.
He's going to get there, but flags all over the place. Ryan Martin on the stop, but this one's going to come back.
Yeah, nice play by the senior. That's number 42, Ryan Martin, playing linebacker for the Blue Devils. Boy, Jack Smith, that's back-to-back plays. Jack Smith strung the other play out. On this play, he was in the backfield and got brutally held.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious penalty.
Yeah, containing the edge there is Smith.
Colin, we didn't get a chance to do your keys to the game. Colin, do you have your keys to the game?
Yeah, three quick keys to the game. Number 1, got to fix the special teams, it seems like. Last week, especially, Central Catholic returned the ball for a kick. And even to start the game, out of bounds, starting at the 35-yard line. Got to fix that up if you're Mount Lebanon. Number 2, keep the offense hot. Lebo put up 37 points last week. Just get to the ball to your playmakers in space, and they'll make a play for you. And number 3, we mentioned his name already, the senior, Ryan Martin, trying to replace Charlie Pellegrino, who is out for the year. When you lose a guy like Charlie Pellegrino, you're losing a captain on the defense.
Barca out at running back. Coming in for him, that was Hayden O'Brien making the catch. Eli Heidenreich coming up to make the stop for Mount Lebanon. Ryan Martin helping as well.
Boy, we've seen Eli really assert himself on both sides of the ball this season. The junior, number 8, honorable mention, all-conference cornerback last year. Now they've moved him to safety, and Eli looks really comfortable playing safety. Came up hard there to make the tackle. Nice play by the junior, number 8, Eli Heidenreich.
Looks like they're going to go for it here.
Ball into 32, 4th and 8. And they will leave Hayden O'Brien in at running back. And they're going to split Chrisman out wide to the right. Quick movement. That's going to be a false start, yes. Now I'm making sure I get this pronunciation down. It's Krevakuk, the tight end.
With a name like Denny Postufka, Denny, and being an all-time Pittsburgher, you got to get these names correct.
Everything's easy if you can pronounce Postufka.
That's true.
Everything else is easy. Now it looks like they're going to bring the punting unit on, and 24, who was in at running back last few plays, Hayden O'Brien, will do the punting. Eli Heidenreich back deep around his 10-yard line for Mount Lebanon. Ball at the 37-yard line of Mount Lebanon. Punt is away, short. Fair catch, called by Heidenreich. Looks like it's going to be at the 16-yard line where Mount Lebanon will take over 1st and 10. 8:07 here in the first period. Glad to have you with us tonight, folks.
Norwin parents were permitted to come to this game. So again, apologize to the Norwin fans, but happy to have the Mount Lebanon parents with us.
Joey Daniels, fake handoff, throws, complete. Nice play to start the game. That's 45D on the catch.
Yeah, that's sophomore Big Grayson D coming in on tight end. He ran a really nice seam route last week against Central and picked up about 25 yards. Again, Joey Daniels, the junior signal caller, drops back and finds D wide open. Nice catch and pass by.
Gain of 16 on the play. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Martin in motion. Handoff. This is going to be Texa. Nice hard run.
Nice hard.
Breaks outside. Got a running room. He's going. He's taking it down the left sideline. He looks like he's going to go all the way.
Wow.
Alex Texa will take it.
Wow.
68 yards for the Mount Lebanon touchdown.
Unbelievable, Denny. Alex Teska, just a run straight up the middle. Again, you see kind of all of Alex's skills on display right there. His power, his speed, his ability to cut an open field, his vision down the field. Waited, hesitated a second, picked up an extra blocker, found daylight to the outside, and then he was off to the races. Got on his horse and went fast.
How about that start?
There you
2
go.
plays.
Yeah, wow. Alex,
Casey.
again, having an incredible season on both sides of the ball. You saw his athleticism on full display right there.
Casey Sorsdale, senior kicker, on to attempt the point after. Kick is up and good. 7:31 remaining here early in the first quarter. Mount Lebanon 7, Norwin nothing.
Yeah, and there you go. You just saw Casey Sorsdale, the senior, really one of the most reliable place kickers in all of the Whippeal. We've talked about this a lot. 2 seasons ago, led the Whippeal in field goal kicks. Again, nice job of Casey booming it through. That was Jack Smith, who is the long snapper. We're going to hear Jack Smith, kind of jack of all trades. We'll call his name a lot tonight, both on offense and defense and special teams. And Cortland Pierre is the holder on that play as well. Cortland's done a nice job of holding on special teams. I did want to comment, so it looks like Cooper Austin is not in yet. So, again, that's the junior captain for Mount Lebanon, was out last week against Central Catholic, has an ankle injury, and it looks like right now, I know he's dressed, but I don't believe he's playing. So filling in for him on the offensive line is James Klein, the junior. James played an outstanding game last week, his first week starting. That's number 50, so keep an eye on him at right guard. I saw on that play right there, he did a nice job of sealing his block on that play. Interestingly enough, James Klein's dad, Steve Klein, played football at Yale. James Klein is replacing Cooper Austin, whose dad also played football at Yale.
Very interesting story.
It's a small world.
And Noah Buddha is going to kick it off again. Better kick this time, long, high,
Great.
down to the 2-yard line.
That is
Very
a great
nice kick.
Oh, someone got hit hard.
Barkett trying to turn the corner. He'll bring it out just beyond the 20-yard line. Not a bad run. About a 20-yard return. Tackle made by Tommy Boehner, number 17. And Norwin will take over 1st and 10 at their 22-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by number 17, the junior Tommy Boehner. And let's talk about him a little bit. I think he has really stood out on defense this season at outside linebacker. He had a heck of a game at North Allegheny, and again, a really big game at Central Catholic. You know, we've talked about a lot of different players stepping up this year on defense. Number 17, Tommy Boehner, I think has done an outstanding job. It's been fun watching him evolve and play. We mentioned Charlie Pellegrino, starting middle linebacker, is out this game. It looks like Daniel King is in at one of the inside linebacker spots.
Fleming, it's going to be a reverse.
Philly special.
A pass. Yes. Oh, incomplete. He handed off to Lewandowski. Incomplete down the field. Pass was intended for Tanner Babbio. Matt Wirtz on the coverage.
No, I think he had Connor Chrisman downfield. That's their leading receiver, number 2. And Chrisman had got him behind the defensive backs, but the ball was slightly underthrown. Chrisman tried to make a play on the ball, could not, falls incomplete.
How about that? The Philly special.
Yeah. 7:16 remaining in this first quarter. Mount Lebanon ahead 7-0.
3 receivers wide to the right. Handoff.
Oh. Yeah.
Is that Barca?
That's Daniel King on the tackle, number 25. We just talked about him. He's filling in for Charlie Pellegrino, who's injured. Daniel King's a junior, comes from a long line of Kings from Mount Lebanon who've played football.
Going to be 3rd and 9, ball at the 23-yard line.
Daniel King's father, Kevin King, is the head JV coach and assistant varsity coach as well. Kevin's done a great job with that JV squad.
So back in the backfield once again is O'Brien, along with Fleming.
Wow,
Fleming
all blitz.
And he gets out of it. Stumbles out of a tackle. Made a nice run out of nothing.
I'm not certain how Nick Fleming got out of that. I mean, incredible. All-out blitz. Just overwhelmed Norwin at the line of scrimmage. There weren't enough people in to block. 2 people came free, but Fleming, the crafty senior signal caller, was able to escape the rush, staggered forward, and almost picked up the first down. Again, nice job by Fleming.
We're going to call it 4th and 3 here, and they will bring the punting unit on. O'Brien to punt once again. Heidenreich, he will take place around his own 43-yard line to receive this punt.
Boy, and I feel like Eli is on the verge of breaking a punt for a touchdown, to tell you the truth. Oh,
it's a block kick! Jeez. Who got it?
Wow.
Trevor Barrett!
Yeah, the transfer from Thomas Jefferson, Trevor Barrett, played an incredible season at middle linebacker. In that play, he blew back the personal protector for who was ahead of the punter. He blew the Norwin player back into the punter, causing the block kick.
I don't know if I've ever seen a block punt by your own teammate.
Yeah.
But Trevor Barrett just somehow did that.
Yeah, you saw Trevor's power on full display. Trevor, the senior, 6'1", 220 pounds. He's had an outstanding season at middle linebacker for the Blue Devils.
Punter had no hope whatsoever. 1st and 10 on the 21 of Norwin. Joey's going to keep it.
That's
nice
Eli.
run.
That's Heidenreich.
On Heidenreich on the Wildcat. My correction.
No, we've seen Mount Lebanon, Coach Spieler, the offensive coordinator in his first year. He likes to go to that Wildcat, and we've had some success running out of it. There you saw Heidenreich take the direct snap. You know, Eli, very versatile player. He could play running back. He actually has done a nice job throwing the ball a few instances. Of course, he's the leading wide receiver on the team, too.
Daniels back in now. 3-yard gain. 2nd down 7. Ball at the 18-yard line. We've got a bunch of 3 to the left. Texa in the backfield. Fake to Texa. Joey's trying to get some running room. Not much to go. Maybe picked up a yard or 2 on the play.
Yeah, hey, Joey made something out of nothing on that play. Could have been sacked for a loss. Made him just get forward and pick up a couple yards. We talk about the wide receivers. Another player who has really stepped up in that sophomore class is number 27, Michael Beardsdorf, having an outstanding season. Really played great in the North Allegheny game, and then kind of his coming out party last week against Central Catholic. That's number 27, the junior, sophomore, Michael Beardsdorf.
3rd down 6. Daniels looks to his right.
Brendan Anderson.
Complete.
Design play.
He might go for a touchdown. He will. That's Brendan Anderson for the Mount Lebanon score.
First game of the year. He's back.
Yeah, BA, number 12, the junior, 5'10", 170-pound wide receiver, takes the kind of short screen, perfect pass by Daniels, and goes all the way in for a touchdown. Mount Lebanon up 13-0.
Sorsdale on for his 2nd point after of the night.
Boy, and you just see Joey Daniels look so comfortable back there in this offense, throwing 11 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, just does not make a mistake.
He really doesn't.
No
Very
doubt.
poised back there. Kick is good. 4:53 still remaining here in the opening period. Mount Lebanon 14, Norwin nothing. Good start to the game.
I'll say, and you know, again, in Coach Palco's 2nd season, you're starting to see these players get more comfortable with the system. Joey, of course, the quarterback, has been on the varsity since he's been a freshman. This is his 3rd offensive coordinator in Coach Spieler, but it looks like Coach Spieler understands the talent, has done a great job of deploying it in a lot of different ways, a lot of different weapons, a lot of different ways Mount Lebanon can hurt you. And, you know, there's a reason Joey, the junior, is a captain on this team as well. Great job of leadership, super efficient back there as quarterback, just not making any mistakes.
How about these 2 opening scoring drives for Mount Lebanon? The first drive on the long Texas 68-yard touchdown run was a simple 2 plays, 84 yards, eating up only 36 seconds. This time, 3 plays, 21 yards, 48 seconds. Quite a frenetic pace.
I don't know, could you be harder to be much more efficient than that, Denny?
Yeah, I know. And we got Noah Buddha lining it up for the 3rd time here in the 1st quarter. Nice high kick.
Yeah, another big kick.
Yeah, good kick.
This time to the 1. But a nice run.
Oh.
Barca The flag's on the play, but Barca came sprinting from the 1 yard line out across the 35-yard line. Looks like Patrick Dunn on the tackle, but let's see what the flags are all about.
Yeah, that's the senior, number 13, Pat Dunn. Great special teams player for the Blue Devils. Nice job there. Barca looked like he was shot out of a cannon up the right sideline. Really looks strong as the kick returner for the Norwin Knights right there. Nice return.
Still waiting on the call.
Boy, it's almost like watching a pro game when you watch these special teams. You're shocked when there's not a flag. Again, we mentioned that the Devil's Den is in the house for the first time this season. So that's 250, I think, senior students who are allowed to come to the game. It's also Pink Out Night at Mount Lebanon, Devil's Den, all wearing pink in recognition of Cancer Awareness Month.
So that'll march him back to the 24-yard line, or it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights.
A big penalty. Mount Lebanon still deploying 3 down linemen, and they like to walk the outside linebackers up to the line of scrimmage.
Fleming drops back, gets rid of it quickly. O'Brien out of the backfield, around the right side. Finally hit by Matt Wirtz.
Yeah, Matt did a nice job of holding his ground there. They did find the running back in space.
Good job by Matt Wirtz, keeping the leverage there and just tackling.
Bring it out to the 35-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Norwin.
Was it Salapak who played a couple years ago for Norwin, the big quarterback for Norwin?
Jack Salapak.
Very nice player, as I recall, for the Knights.
Couple-year starter.
Yeah.
Quick pass to the right, complete. Ty Billingsley. Dunn and Wirtz on the stop for Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, no shortage of size for the interior lineman for these Norwin Knights. Number 62, also for Norwin, is a 6'3", 280-pound junior. So that's your number 68, the senior, is 6'4", 300. And they've got another 280-pound offensive lineman. That's a big line for the Knights.
He'll give to O'Brien. Finds a small crack up the middle. Maybe a couple.
Yeah, number 68, Owen Halter, playing defensive end, did a nice job of coming across the line of scrimmage, broke down nicely, forced the running back inside. Of course, Owen, a junior, starts both ways on offense and defense, has had an outstanding season. His dad, Jordan, played football at Notre Dame, coached under the legendary Tom Moore offensive line coach, and Jordan was there, right at the heart of the Lou Holtz era when they were winning national championships at Notre Dame.
Brian,
So,
you have all the great trivia here and all the ties with the Mount Lebanon team. Awesome. 3rd down, 3.
Pulling.
Fakes the handoff. Fleming's running, and just missing him is number 13, Pat Dunn. And he'll throw away out of bounds. It'll bring up a 4th and 3.
Yeah, great job by the senior, number 13, Pat Dunn. We talked about him earlier about being a stalwart on the special teams, and here he comes in playing outside linebacker. Really broke up that play. Very well done. Fleming looked like he had the corner, but Dunn was able to close in on him and force him to throw the ball out of bounds.
No, interesting. The quarterback Fleming is back to punt this time. It was O'Brien the last 2 times.
Good call, Denny.
Got to watch the fake. I doubt it this early in the game and the field position they're in, but sure enough, he's marching up into the shotgun.
Interesting.
Yeah, timeout, Mount Lebanon.
Maybe they were just trying to draw us off.
You know what? I like Norwin. They're 1-4. They're down 14-0 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, throw caution to the wind and let it rip.
Yeah.
Not sure if we mentioned earlier, it is homecoming here at Mount Lebanon tonight. They had the homecoming court on before the game. A shame they can't have a full crowd here to enjoy that, but the seniors are here and the homecoming people really enjoyed it.
Right, and there was actually a tie for homecoming queen tonight. So we've got our stats people trying to figure out when was the last homecoming queen tie in Mount Lebanon High School history. If I know our Mount Lebanon viewers, someone will be texting us in the next 2 minutes, Denny.
I know.
With that
Might
information.
as well give out the phone number now.
I guess we're getting close to that. We'll tell you folks about that in the next time out.
Oh, they're coming again.
Fleming's punt is
That's a
away.
nice punt.
Fair catch called for by Heidenreich at the Mount Lebanon 28-yard line. Folks, over the last 5 years, when we just did the home games, obviously most of the home crowd was here, and we averaged probably 400 to 500 viewers a game on our webcast. This year, with fans not allowed in the stadium, our very first away game we ever did was at Cannon Mac. We had over 1,200 viewers. 2 weeks ago against Hempfield, we shattered a record, 2,800 viewers.
I think we were on ESPN too.
First and 10, Mount Lebanon. 3:10 left to go in the first quarter. Ball at the 28-yard line. Handoff goes to Plummer. Not much doing there.
That's the senior number 4, Mo Plummer. He's the leading rusher on the team. A kind of a two-headed attack with Alex and Mo running the ball. Very powerful, fast runner, number 4, Mo Plummer, the senior.
Back to the story about how many viewers last week. We always give out our cell phone and say, if you send us a text, we'll give you a shout out on our next time out. In most games over the last 5 years, we might have 10, 8, whatever. At the first time out, I had 58 texts on my phone
60.
that I could not get to everyone throughout the night. So we're going to throw out the text here in a few minutes, and when we get to the end of the first quarter, we'll fit in as many as you as we can. 2:54 remaining in the first, 14-0 Mount Lebanon. Second down, ball on the 28-yard line. Shift, handoff, Plummer
Get the
again.
outside.
Bounced a couple times. Got some nice yardage. He'll get about 7 on the play.
Yeah, very nice job. And let's talk about the Mount Lebanon offensive line. It's done a great job all season. They're led by the senior center, number 51, Colin Plesko, who's had an outstanding season, center leading that offensive line. We talked about right guard stepping in last week as James Klein. He's got his second start. And big number 75, right tackle, Will Harvey. On the left side, it's Owen Halter, number 68. And then at left tackle, the sophomore, number 77, Cade Christo.
Actually give him 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Daniels looks, throws,
Lateral.
complete. Heidenreich laterals it.
Boehner.
Tommy Boehner takes it for the first down out around the 44-yard line. Play was made by Hayden O'Brien for the Knights.
Wow, nice looking play there. They're trying to find Tommy Boehner, who's got a ton of speed in space. We talked about Tommy on defense. He's also, given that speed, quite a weapon on offense as well.
That's one of those plays where it's like the end of the game and you're trying to get a lateral, but we see it here in the first quarter.
Coach Spieler, the Riverboat Gambler, pulling it all out right now.
Jack Smith in motion, then returns back. Daniels has time, but rolls right. They're getting chased. Ooh. Throws. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Anderson, broken up by Jackson Pons for Norwin.
That's a freshman.
Wow.
Yeah, very well played by Pons right there. He broke on the ball nicely. I thought BA was open, Brendan Anderson, for a moment, but Pons, the freshman, did a nice job of recovering and almost picking that ball off.
Second down 10. Mount Lebanon ball at their own 41.
Mount Lebanon's deploying 4 wide, including stand-up tight end number 45, Grayson D. Let's look for him in the seam.
Is that Johnny McGee on the play?
No, that was a fake to McGee, who kind of they faked the jet sweep to number 41, Johnny McGee, who's sophomore as well, who's coming back from a hamstring injury. He had a really nice game against Hempfield. We haven't seen him too much on offense there. Again, another speed guy in Johnny McGee. Coach Spieler, again, putting in all of his weapons.
Quarterback Fleming was in on defense on that last play, and he actually made the stop. Third down, about 3. Daniels hands off. Texa trying to turn the right side. He'll get first down yardage. Dragged down by Barca. but not until another Mount Lebanon first down.
Boy, there you saw Alex, when he got hit, still carried Barca, the tackler, about 3 yards, kept his legs going.
Strong runner.
You know, he's been a strong runner all the way back to termite football when his dad, Randy, was his coach. And, I mean, we used to see Alex run all over this field in youth football. Fun watching him do it now in high school.
You have Barrett in the backfield now, along with Daniels and Plummer. Kind of an H-back position. Handoff to Plummer, trying to turn left. Oh, coming in to make a nice stop was number 86, Noah Vogel.
Yeah, Noah Vogel, a sophomore, very well played there from the defensive end position. Smelled that play out, and had he not made the tackle, there was space to get to the outside.
Plummer tripped up, gains a yard or two, met by Tanner Babbio.
Yeah, that's the Knights' leading tackler, the senior Tanner Babbio. We're going to be calling his name a lot, number 9. Very solid player. And Denny, it looks like that's the end of the first quarter.
Yes, it is. With the score, Mount Lebanon 14, Norwin nothing. And if you want to send us a text here, folks, and get a shout out, get your pens and papers ready. Here we go. 412-720-1358. And if we get the barrage we got last week, we'll get as many of you folks in as we can.
All right, we've already got one in on my text. That's at Rick Mitchell's house, Rick and Kelly. They live right by the stadium. They've got a bonfire going, and they're apparently reading some James Joyce, the poet, right now, out by the fire while they're listening to our game. I assume that's the Mitchells, the Hazlets, and the Franklins.
Tell them to put the poetry away till halftime. Come on.
Denny, what a beautiful night in Collin. Just so great to be out here. And again, special thanks to all the people who make these games happen under these circumstances. That's John Grogan, the athletic director, and, of course, under the leadership of Superintendent Dr. Steinhauer. Greatly appreciate how much effort is made to be able to have these games in a safe, healthy environment. So appreciate all the work that goes in and during the week to make these games possible. Thank you to the Mount Lebanon High School administration.
Yeah, a few starting to come in. We're going to have a shout out to Cole Dietz. And hey, I don't know how we're able to function without our spotter, Jack Kazora, who couldn't make it tonight. But shout out to Jack out there. Him and Judy are watching tonight.
We've got Keith Sala, who's becoming a veteran, the backup statistician with us as well.
Third down, 9. Ball at the Norwin 46. Daniels being chased. He's going to be brought down by number 8, Tanner Krakovic. I got to get this right. Krokavuk. Krevokuk.
Yeah, well,
Krevokuk, I think. There you go, Denny.
It is Krevokuk.
Yeah, well done, Denny.
Now we're changing up punters. Looks like Mike Beardsdorf back there.
Michael actually is an extraordinary punter. Watching him punt last year on the freshman football team, it was like watching Ray Guy. For those who remember Ray Guy, the punter,
absolutely,
Hall of Fame punter for the Raiders.
Oh, he's going to run it! It's a fake!
There.
You got one guy to beat, and he does not. Just about 6 yards shy of a first down. Boy, had a lot of running room to the right. They must have seen something on film that Norwin was doing, but coming up to make the play, did a nice job, was Krevakuk.
Yeah, Mikey B, super athletic kid. We talked about a wide receiver and 2 great games against NA and Central Catholic. His athleticism, trying to take advantage of it from the punter position. Mikey can actually punt really well too, which, you know, wouldn't surprise me that they had him back there punting. On that play, I thought he had a lot of room, but it looked like they had somebody out there, surprisingly, I didn't see when that play first started. I know I've mentioned it, but this is a big offensive line for the Norwin Knights.
Yeah.
Fleming. He'll bring Belinsky in motion. Drops back, looks, he's going to run. Oh, nice
job.
tackle. Pat Dunn coming up to make the stop.
Boy, Pat having a heck of a game so far already, and we're only 10 minutes and 54 seconds into the second quarter, and we've called Pat's name several times. Great to see the senior linebacker making his presence felt this evening against the Knights. This will be the seniors' potentially last home game. Although I guess the way playoffs are going to work, it's possible we could have home playoff games here. That's just so hard to predict with the COVID environment that we're in, what's going to happen next. But special night for these seniors then.
No doubt.
Barca back in the backfield. Fake to Barca. Pass.
Oh, picked.
Cade. Wow.
Oh, he fumbled.
And he fumbles. It was picked up by Matt Wirtz. Wow,
So
what a play.
That was Big Will Harvey blowing through the middle, number 75. We talk about Will quite a bit, having a great season, very powerful kid. Pressed the pocket back, got his hands up, deflected that pass right into the sophomore's hand, number 77, Cade Capristo, who's starting both ways on offense and defense. Cade's super athletic kid. I'm sure Cade's thinking that he would have liked to have returned that for a touchdown.
Yeah, how about
did a nice job.
Cade gets the interception, fumbles it. Matt Wirtz picks it up 10 yards closer to the end zone.
Yeah.
Maybe take a shot here with the turnover.
1st and 10. Ball at the Norwin 32-yard line.
Got no safety help with Michael Beardsdorf one-on-one outside to the right. No offsides.
68 looks like encroachment on the defense.
Anthony Giansante?
Who jumped offside?
I'm pretty sure.
So that's 4 penalties on Norwin. Mount Lebanon has 0 penalties. And again, you're talking about Mount Lebanon cleaning things up this week. Penalty category is one of the areas they got to fix. So that's 4 penalties on Norwin, 0 on Mount Lebanon. That's 1st down and 5 for the Blue Devils heading into the south end zone. They're at the Norwin 27-yard line. 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Mount Lebanon ahead 14-0 over the Knights.
Joey fakes the handoff. He's thrown to the end zone. Got him in! Touchdown! Brendan Anderson!
It's a shot we were talking about.
You called it, Colin. Colin called his shot right there. Beautiful ball by Joey Daniels.
Hitch and go.
Again, you see the technical skills of Joey. His feet set, looking down the field, squares his shoulders, lets it rip. Beautiful pass to B.A. Brendan Anderson. First game back from his injury. Boy, Brendan Anderson's looking like John Stallworth right now.
27 yards on the touchdown. Sorsdale on to put the point after. There's they will
just
decline.
I
don't know in high school if you can add that 5 yards on the kickoff or not. But it looks like Coach Pelko is keeping the team on the field. And head official walking over to confer with Palco.
I wouldn't imagine
I'm not sure what this is.
why you would go kick it again. I don't know, they're rolling now.
You might have to kick it again.
Yeah,
because it
that's
was
a
a
good point.
pre-snap penalty. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. They moved it a yard and a half closer to the goal line. Again, that's Jack Smith, the long snapper, Cortland Pierre, the holder, and Sorsdale, the kicker.
There we go.
Kick is up and good. 9:52 remaining, first half. Mount Lebanon 21, Norwin nothing. Mount Lebanon scoring drive. Once again, a quick one. 2 plays, 32 yards, 22 seconds. And how about Brandon Anderson? First game back, 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns.
Wow. Wow. That is impressive. And again, Joey Daniels on the season, 12 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions. Doesn't get much better than that, Denny.
Incredible. I don't know how they do passer rating in high school, but his got to be right up there 158.3 what the NFL is anyway. Tonight he's 4 of 5, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, and let's give Coach Spieler a lot of credit too as offensive coordinator. We've seen them run a lot of different player packages. We've seen them run a lot of different formations. They use the Wildcat a variety of times, and just like how Coach Spieler tries to involve a lot of different players.
Buddha's going to kick it again.
Boy, Noah's banged a couple big kicks here as well. Had a tough opening kick, but those other 2 were boomers all the way down to the
2 and the 1.
Yeah.
So this should go to the goal line, right? And as you know, in high school football, if they catch it at the goal line, it is not returnable. This will be at the 5. Barca. Nice tackle. Daniel King came up, wrapped the arms, form tackle.
Yeah, Daniel King, we talked about it before, the junior getting some more playing time, seeing him do a great job, and we talked about the long line of Kings. Of course, his uncles, Pat and Joe, also played football for Mount Lebanon. His uncle Pat played, I think, in Northern Illinois, perhaps, as quarterback. He was quarterback on one of the Whitfield championship teams. And his dad, of course, Kevin, we mentioned already, head JV coach and assistant head coach on varsity.
Fleming and Barca in the backfield. 3 wide left. Handoff goes to Barca. He's going to run right. There's a flag on the play. He gets knocked out of bounds by Wirtz, but let's see what this call is.
Boy, it's 3 times in this game where you've seen Matt Wirtz really do a nice job on the edge of holding containment and being able to force the running back, either tackling him or out of bounds.
It's going back against Norwin. Was unable to see what the call was the official made, as we have our back to the side where he faces when he makes the call. Let me throw in a couple shout-outs there. We have Jacob Munoz's grandparents from Yuma, Arizona. Get better soon.
Wow. 310 to Yuma.
Yeah. We have Jim Huppa also helped. Dennis Golden, Lebo from 1985 from New Bedford, Massachusetts. Glad to have you.
I think Dennis Golden was on some of those great Whitfield championship teams from Mount Lebanon.
Fleming rolls left, can't find anybody. Down he will go. And that was Grayson D putting the pressure on.
Yeah, boy, Grayson, sophomore, really coming on strong, both on offense and defense, getting a lot of snaps at defensive end. Big sack right there by number 45, Grayson D, the sophomore. Of course, his dad, Chris, coaching the 7th grade team, I think quarterback coach. Chris played football at CMU, great quarterback.
Yep.
And his wife, Stacy, as I mentioned, I used to work with Stacy before Stacy fired me.
Fleming, straight drop back. He's going to be pulled down again. Is that Chris D once again? No. Owen Halter making the play.
Yeah, we've talked about Owen. Owen playing strong this whole season. Nice job by number 68, the junior. Great pass rush. Well done by the Blue Devils. That's another evolution that you're just seeing is the strength, conditioning, and power of the offensive and defensive lines from Mount Lebanon. If you're going to win in 6A football, you got to do it up front. And Mount Lebanon's done a nice job of evolving.
3rd and 25. They're going to get all the way out to the 36-yard line.
Only rushing 3.
We're going to hand off to Barca. He'll turn the corner, get a few yards. Finally get knocked out of bounds by Texa.
Yeah, Alex, there you go from the safety position. You talk about he was an all-conference player last year. Expect him to be an all-conference player again this year. Coming up and making the hit to finish that play off. Good, safe play if you're Norwin. You're down 21-0. You're deep in your own territory. Right. It's 3rd and forever. Makes sense to just try to get the punt team on and live to fight another day.
Hayden O'Brien on to punt it away. Heidenreich just shy of midfield to return the kick. Somebody coming hard. Didn't quite get there. Matt Wirtz.
Get out of the way.
That ends up being a very nice punt for Norwin right there.
Norwin bounce.
Kicking from their basically 20-yard line. Kicked it all the way down to the Mount Lebanon 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
And we got some more shout-outs to throw in here. They're coming in hard and strong like last week. Dave Franklin, who's also sent us a couple others, he tells us that Denny Golden was a legend, captain of Holy Cross after playing at Lebo. So you were right there. A shout-out to senior
Denny,
cheer.
just to clarify a point there, Holy Cross is a rival of Boston College, which is,
of course,
which is where I went. So,
and a shout out to senior cheerleader Lindsey Paul. So blessed you could be out there cheering and doing what you love. Whoever sent it is so proud of you.
Oh, nice run!
Good run.
Jeez, Alex just fighting through tacklers, keeping his legs churning like he always does, getting extra yards. That's basically let's see, it's going to be an 11-yard run on first down for Alex Teska as he headed off the left tackle, running behind again, sophomore Cade Capristo and junior Owen Halter.
1st and 10, ball at the Mount Lebanon 48.
Got 2 sophomore wide receivers in right now, Michael Beardsdorf and Johnny McGee, number 41.
Daniels throws, completes, nice catch. With someone hanging on his back. Trying to see who the receiver was.
Yeah, that was Eli Heidenreich.
It was Eli, yep. Down on the stop was Luke Lewandowski for the Knights.
Yeah, well defended by Norwin. They were all over him. Eli extended his hands out, coming back to the ball, made the reception. Joey Daniels carving it up really nice. Eli.
Ball now on the 47 of Norwin.
Grayson D goes in motion, sets up on the other side.
Barrett, couple yards.
Boy, we've seen Trevor really assert himself defensively. Haven't seen him carry the ball too much this year. Did a nice job on the fullback carry right there, picking up a couple yards. It's 3rd down and 2 for the Blue Devils with a 21-0 lead and 5:48 remaining in the second quarter as the Blue Devils head into the south end zone.
3rd and 2 at the 44-yard line of the Knights.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory.
Daniels, he's going to shift out to a wide receiver position. Looks like Heidenreich back there in the Wildcat.
Timeout.
Whistles.
That'll be Mount Lebanon's second timeout. And just real quick, Denny, you mentioned the band is in a different formation this week. They're sitting in the south end zone behind the goalposts, spread out, maintaining social distance appropriately, but it's great to have the band in there. That's a big part of high school football. Know how hard all those kids work throughout the year, and happy they're going to be able to perform at halftime. And I think we also mentioned the cheerleaders as well, who are here too. I know how hard they work and how much support they give to the student athletes of Mount Lebanon. Great to see them doing their thing in front of the Devil's Den right now.
A few more shout outs here. Some good friends, the Hoffmans, are watching the broadcast. Son Mike Hoffman played here, 5 years ago now? And other son Jake Hoffman had a great year in basketball for Mount Lebanon last year, and he is at Worcester College now.
Matt Hoffman. Matt Hoffman was the older one.
What did I say?
Matt is the older one. Jake was...
Sorry, Matt. Sorry, Mike. Handoff up the middle.
Yeah, very hard run, but I think he's short of the first down. I think that's going to be 4th and less than a yard, but it will be 4th down. And I suspect Coach Palco will go for it here. Yeah, it's 4th down, just about a yard short. I expect Coach Palco will go for it right here, and he is. Joey Daniels racing to get under center.
Yep.
And he'll keep.
Yeah, nice job.
He'll get it.
Again, he followed senior number 51, Colin Plesko. We've talked a lot about really anchoring that offensive line. Colin is one of the 4 co-captains of this team, along with its junior signal caller, Joey Daniels. Boy, nice job by Mount Lebanon's offensive line.
Yes, they will move the sticks. And it was close. Ball's on the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. 4:50 remaining now in the half. Mount Lebanon leads 21-0.
Got senior number 42, Ryan Martin, in the backfield as well. He goes in motion.
Daniels, he'll pitch an inside pitch. Martin.
Yeah, you're seeing Coach Spieler pull out all sorts of different plays and play designs. Very well run there.
Ball to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 6, but that's a long 6 right there. 4:12 remaining in the second quarter. Mount Lebanon had 21-0 at the Norwin 39-yard line.
Daniels throws, complete to Heidenreich, cutting back across the middle. Still going.
He's got
breaks a couple tackles over the
He's
right side. He's going to get on the right sideline all the way for a touchdown.
Wow.
Eli Heidenreich.
I mean,
some skill right there.
Incredible. Again, we talked about Alex earlier, but how about Eli's? Again, athleticism, speed, field vision, sense of picking up the blocks, timing, all of that on full display. Again, been watching Eli score a lot of long touchdowns since he was in termite football. It's great to see him doing it on Friday nights. He's done it all season. Eli Heidenreich's having an all-conference year at wide receiver.
Yes, he is. 39-yard touchdown. Sorsdale on for the extra point. Kick is good. 3:47 remaining, first half. The Mount Lebanon Blue Devils 28, Norwin Knights nothing.
Wow, yeah, call 3-Dog Night. Get him in here, have him break out the 1969 hit, Eli is coming, because Eli is certainly coming. An incredible season. That's, I think, Eli's 5th touchdown as wide receiver.
Lebo scoring drive, 7 plays, 63 yards, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I'll pound out a few more of these shout-outs here as they are coming in very fast and hard. And this comes from Dennis Golden. Thanks for the shout-out. Thanks for the broadcast. Been great following the team. Much appreciated. Good to be watching. Ben Strife's grandmother checking in. I truly enjoy your commentary on these games. I was quite displeased with the central announcers last week. You gentlemen are excellent. Love it. Okay.
Also checking in is Bill Garvey, assistant basketball coach for Coach David and the Blue Devils.
Oh, sure.
Long time, and of course Mount Lebanon grad as well. Hello, Garvey family. And Bill did clarify that Pat King went to Southern Illinois. I said Northern Illinois. Southern Illinois, Pat did.
Okay. Uda's kick will be taken at the 3. Brought across the 30. Oh boy! This is Chrisman, the wide receiver, and he will go. Wow. 97 yards for the touchdown.
That's what we talked about. Special teams struggling right now for Mount Lebanon.
Colin, I think that was your key number 1 to the game.
Number 1.
Second
not number 2, not number 3, number 1.
Wow.
It's 2 consecutive games with return kicks.
That's the 3rd kick return for a touchdown this season. It's just it's hard to explain.
I'll tell you what.
He shot out to a rocket though. He was quick.
That's what I was just going to say. Barca as well as Chrisman both come just flying on those kickoff returns.
They do. Chrisman is their leading receiver, very talented kid, and you saw his talent on display. Nearly 100-yard kick return for touchdown. That gets the Knights on the board. 28-6 extra point pending.
Joseph Castle for the point after.
Good.
Kick is good. 3:35 now remaining second quarter. Mount Lebanon 28, Norwin 7. Prior to that, the Mount Lebanon scoring drive was a 7-play, 63-yard drive, eating up 3:30 until that kick return just stayed up about 12 seconds.
Yeah, wow. 3:35 remaining in the second quarter. It's Mount Lebanon 28 and Norwin 7, and life breathed back into the game for the Knights with that kick return by Chrisman. Nice job by the Norwin special teams. One of the things I do want to call out also is the contribution that DV Sports makes to Mount Lebanon athletics, and particularly the Mount Lebanon football team. Of course, DV Sport owned by legendary place kicker from Boston College, Brian Lowe, who was, I believe, actually an All-American high school soccer player at Mount Lebanon. Went on and did great things for the Boston College Eagles, graduated from Boston College, and has done an amazing job with DV Sports, which is throughout all of college football and into the pros. And he's been very generous with his contributions to Mount Lebanon football. Certainly very grateful for the support DV Sports gives Mount Lebanon and Mount Lebanon athletics. Thank you, Brian Lowe and the entire DV Sport family.
Castle. Oh, a little onside kick.
Nice recovery.
Great recovery.
Hey, why not? Down 28-7.
Yeah, that was, I believe, A.J. Stetler, the junior, number 26, recovered that kick. Nice job by A.J. That was a bouncing ball. Could have skipped over his head, skipped off his shoulder pad. He did a nice job of getting that into his body and then going down with it. I like the call by Norwin. I mean, our special teams have struggled. Norwin's trying to get back in the game. Just had a momentum swing there. Why not do the onside kick?
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Daniels hands it off. Flags. Nice run, but I think it's going to come back. That was Texa. Babbio on the stop, but it looks like holding Mount Lebanon. It's going to all going to come back.
It is the first penalty for the Blue Devils. Holding penalty will be 10 yards.
Big penalty.
Going to make it a 1st and 23. Ball back at the 28-yard line now. Texa around the right side. Another nice run. Breaks a couple tackles out to the 45-yard line. Finally brought down by Jackson Pons. But nice run.
I mean, you have the sense when Alex gets that ball that almost any run could break for a touchdown the way he's played this season from the running back position. A real weapon back there, number 5, the junior Alex Teska.
17-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. Ball at the Mount Lebanon 44, 45, call it. Joey fakes the handoff, takes it up, crosses midfield.
Good decision.
Going to be close to a 1st down. Just shy, I think.
Joey did a nice job of faking the handoff there to number 17, Tommy Boehner. Froze the linebackers for a second. Joey surveyed the field, tucked it under his shoulder, headed straight up field, picked up 5 yards. It's 3rd down and 1. Nice job by the junior co-captain, signal caller number 3, Joey Daniels. Joey gets under the center. Senior, number 51, Colin Plesko, also co-captain.
Handoff, Tommy Boehner runs hard up the middle. 1st down.
Boy, and I'd have to look at that play again, but I think that's one of the few times where I've seen them actually pull the center. It looked like they pulled Plesko, who came around, and kind of like a wham blocking on the interior. And Tommy Boehner, who we've talked about already quite a few times tonight already, did a nice job of turning his shoulders upfield and picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball at the Norwin 48-yard line. Plummer in the backfield with Daniels.
1:35 remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Plummer bounces it out. Nice run, bounces it again. Nice run down the right side. He may go. Just gets knocked out of bounds right inside the 10-yard line by Connor Chrisman. Nice run by Plummer.
Well, that's the senior, Mo Plummer. Found the edge and turned on the Jets. I thought he was going to take it to the house. Just knocked out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The senior, again, physical runner, but also has a heck of a lot of speed. You saw it on display there as he turned the corner.
42-yard run. He took it from the 48 down to the 6-yard line, 1st and 10. You got Barrett joining in the backfield now.
Boehner.
And Boehner gets the direct snap in the Wildcat, and he gets tripped up. Somebody came in, dove nicely. That was number 5, Liam O'Brien.
Yeah, and on that lineup, that is their jumbo lineup, because now you've got big number 71, Ben Strife, the senior, in also on the O-line. So we've brought in an additional offensive lineman as we move within the 5-yard line. Coach Palco flexing his muscles and using a jumbo lineup. They're unbalanced to the right now, very much unbalanced. Norwin did not realize it and shifts in late.
He could throw.
Taxa took the direct snap, throws, incomplete, intended for Grayson D over the end line. And it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, I think Alex was thinking touchdown there. I think he thought he might have the corner. Norwin did a nice job of recovering, stringing that play out. Then at the last second, Grayson D broke free back of the end zone, just out of his reach. Mount Lebanon shifts out of that jumbo offensive line package that we saw for the last 2 plays. Now in their more traditional set, Grayson D at right tight end.
3rd and goal at the 5. Daniels rolls right, stops, looks back. Number 77,
Touchdown.
Cade Capristo takes it in touchdown. Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Cade Capristo.
They put that play in the playbook last week for Central Catholic. They had the play called apparently and then
touchdown.
called it out. Cade Capristo wide open on the left side. Very athletic kid, super strong wrestler.
Norwin coach is livid.
He is. He ran all the way down to the 10-yard line.
He doesn't think
don't
Cade
know
is
what
eligible.
Oh, is that what it was?
I think we had got a tackle eligible. I think one of the receivers was ineligible.
He was eligible. They'd been setting that play up with the unbalanced line to the right. We called it the offensive play before when they had the jumbo package. They were going unbalanced to the right. So Cade was naturally uncovered on that side of the ball.
And that was a backwards pass,
Oh,
so that
that's-
actually goes as a rush.
That's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you are right.
Denny, was that actually a backward pass?
I
Yes,
thought
it was. Oh, yes.
So it doesn't matter.
Kick is good.
How about that call?
Sorsdale makes it again. 5th of the half. 32 seconds left in the half. Mount Lebanon 35, Norwin 7.
Boy, we've talked about it a lot. Coach Spieler just opening up the playbook, a variety of formations, player groupings, different players getting involved. This time, offensive tackle, sophomore number 77, Cade Capristo. Boy, with the hands of maybe Larry Brown, another offensive tackle converted from tight end for the Steelers.
Back in the Super Bowl 70s.
Yeah.
Mount Lebanon scoring drive 8 plays, 59 yards, 3:01 off the clock. Now there's only 32 seconds left here in the half. 35-7 Mount Lebanon with a comfortable lead now. Be nice to build on that lead in the 3rd quarter and see a lot of these JVs get into the game and get some playing time for these younger guys.
No doubt.
Yeah, it would be. And keep in mind, this is a young Mount Lebanon team as well. We've talked a lot. We've called out several seniors' names tonight, whether it's Sorsdale, Plesko, Ryan Martin, Pat Dunn having a great game. But this is really a very young Mount Lebanon team. A lot of juniors, and now you're even seeing a lot of sophomores contribute to this.
Absolutely. And it started last year when the current juniors got a lot of playing time as sophomores.
Nice tackle.
That was Schmuck on the return for Norwin. A.J. Stetler coming up to make the tackle.
Great game on special teams by A.J. So he recovered that onside kick last drive.
That's
and
right.
Now comes down the field and makes the tackle there. So number 26, the junior A.J. Stetler, standing out on the special teams kick coverage team. Nice job, A.J.
Okay, Norwin has it at their own 27 here. Let's see if they're going to try to make anything happen in 27 seconds or just be happy to get into the locker room.
Cornerbacks right now are Matt Wirtz, number 21, and number 4, Mo Plummer. Safeties, of course, Eli Heinreich, and number 5, Alex Teska, the returning all-conference safety for Mount Lebanon.
Out of bounds.
Too
Throw
high.
by Fleming.
Yeah, I thought Fleming has looked good the whole night. That throw did not look good. Got away from him a little bit, kind of just floated out there on him. He's had a nice game, the senior
Got a
signal
strong
caller.
arm.
Yes, he does.
So Fleming started the game super hot, was 5 for 5, but since then he's missed 3 in a row, Denny.
Wow.
That stat brought to you by our statistician, Keith Sala.
Great job, Keith. O'Brien will take the handoff, cuts it back. He'll get maybe 2-3 yards. That's about it. Tommy Boehner on the stop.
Yeah,
And clock's running down. I would think that'll be the last play of this half.
Yeah, that was Trevor Barrett at middle linebacker, and then Tommy, number 17, finishing that play off. Boy, nice first half for the Blue Devils, Denny.
Absolutely.
Coming off a huge emotional come-from-behind win last week against Central Catholic, down 17 points. Here they go, throw up a 35 spot in the first half against Norwin Knights. They're up 35-7 as this half finishes. Very well played first half by Mount Lebanon. Only one penalty. Really executed at a high level on offense. You saw Joey Daniels, again, 12 touchdown passes on the season, no interceptions. Just super efficient running Coach Spieler's offense.
Couple quick shout-outs before we take a little break here. We heard from Mike Steinberg again this week. Says he loves the broadcast, but he has a good question. Will you be doing the Seneca Valley game? We don't know. We were shut out. Our first game of the season we did on the road at Cannon Mac, but we're shut out by the COVID. The last 2 games at NA and Central Catholic. So let's see if we're let in next week. We'll find out, I'm sure. John Grogan always goes to bat for us to try to get us in there. We'll let you know. Then one last one I got to give you here. We mentioned the Kings and all the Kings all the time.
Yes.
This one says, King brothers are also uncles of JP, Chris, Dylan White, all Lebo players. Maureen King and Tim White are the parents. JP played at CMU, Chris lacrosse at Princeton, and Dylan football at Princeton. Great legacy there, the Kings.
For sure, absolutely. Also, want to shout out to Cade Capristo's family in Houston, Texas, turning in. So they got to see Big Cade starting both ways and then getting the touchdown right before the half.
Awesome. Nothing
and
better.
Also, so they're checking in from Sugar Land, Texas. So thank you for watching, and great job by Cade, sophomore, having a great season, in particular a great game this evening.
And got another shout out here. Shout out to Cole Dietz. Big shout out from Sam Sheeran to John Delvo. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. For all of his help tonight for making this game possible. Well, folks, we're going to step aside for a little while here and take a break and let you folks enjoy the Mount Lebanon Marching Band. Score once again at halftime. Mount Lebanon 35, Norwin 7. We'll be back. What's funny that for 6 years I've said that it's a shame that that's right about us, because it draws us out on the broadcast sometimes too. Why are you wearing that?
It was the sound that changed America. It made its mark not just on the music industry, but society at large. The sound that has become one of the most significant musical accomplishments and stunning success stories of the 20th century. Diana Ross and the Supremes, Smokey Robinson and the Beards, Stephen Gordon.
Crack statistician
The
back to Mark
Temptations.
Watson writer. Get those stats going. I don't know if you met Keith Salad.
Jackson.
Listen to this. Tell us.
Their music communicated and brought together a racially divided country and segregated society around the world, touching all people of all ages and
32. Yeah, I have them total 7.
Okay, so I'm
Close, yeah.
But,
I might have missed one.
but you're right.
But most of them was on the first 3 plays. Wow.
no other record company in history has exerted such an enormous influence on both the style and substance of popular music and culture.
Plus 3 minus 15.
With more than 180 #1 hit songs worldwide and counting.
Actually, I'll join you. Actually, I'll wait for it. But
Yeah, I'm going to go in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the 2020-2021 Mount Lebanon Blue Devil Marching Band under the field direction of drum major Maria Chiaruso. We hope you enjoy and groove to the sounds of Motown. Drum captain is Evan Bay. Front ensemble captain is Eddie Meadow. Color guard captains are Julian Rosenthal, Josie Lockery, Lily Cheskowicz, and Anna Mason. Woodwind captain is Zoe Myers. Brass captain is Sam Petrich. Soloists are Sam Petrich, Lydia Slater, Connor Stoner, and Natalie Wolf. Section leaders are Madeline Marina, Annie Grace, Julianne Dunn, Molly Doherty, Ashley Delphos, Lydia Slater, Natalie Wolf, Abby Jones, Rebecca Weston, Harry Mullen, Nolan Lords, and Matthew McBride. The Mount Lebanon Blue Devil Marching Band is under the direction of Jason Cheskowicz. Assistant directors are Ron Laverty and Ron Spang. The Blue Devil Marching Band staff would like to thank the following people for their help and support this season. Dr. Timothy Steinhardt, Dr. Ron Davis, Mr. Joel Thompson, Mr. John Brogan, Mr. Andrew Turk, custodial and maintenance staff, Roland Ventgo, cafeteria staff, and parent volunteers. Most importantly, we would like to thank all the members of the band, football team, and cheerleaders. Thank you for having the strength, determination to show up for work every day, never knowing what the next day will bring. Your determination, grit, and love of the game are an inspiration to all of us. Thank you. And one more thing, please look towards the 50-yard line as we present our lovely bosun and the Blue Devil Marching Band. For months, you have worked hard to bring the joy of music to our school district and to our community. In the summer heat, you gathered safely wearing masks for hours and hours a day outdoors. You have found ways to share fun, love of music, dedication to our district, and a strong sense of community at a time when much that is normal eludes us. And you have all done so with the safety and health top of mind. You inspire all of us. Thank you all. You do make our community shine. Love Libro is conceived by the Mount Lebanon Partnership. This campaign is intended to celebrate the good in our community. This year has been filled with many challenges, and we thought it would be a great way to remind ourselves of positive things that happen in Mount Lebanon every day. Thank you.
Cold. The nice thing is, these headsets keep your ears warm.
There you go. There you go.
Because I brought a hat, and I really don't need it.
So I didn't realize on that play, I thought he was uncovered. He was. That's why the pass had to be backwards. It was definitely backwards. I saw but it had to be because he was ineligible.
Otherwise,
so, yeah.
So Alex has 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 2 Brady and 1 Eli.
I'm thinking Eli's was a run. Yeah. BA's a junior.
Back. He's been hurt all year.
With what? Shoulder. It was a shoulder. And I had no idea until we got the shot like that. He got like 4 fingers against practice. That sounds like an out for the year injury. Right? Yeah.
Bye week. Yeah, here's 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Well, you could be watching the Virginia. Or is it BC Virginia Tech?
Who's playing here?
Lebo Gold versus Lebo Blue. The other Civil War. Bear versus Huff Petrogala.
I would announce that game, but I really want to watch BC. Hey, great game. Yeah. They're having fun. Any year,
Huh?
she has to get one? I don't know.
You guys want to, I don't want to take them back in. Otherwise, I'm giving them the sleeves.
Yeah, I'll take one. If you have a small one, I'll give it to Cat. Perfect. Thanks, sir. Thank you. These are great.
Pink out.
Dude, that's kind of Oh, okay. I see. Okay, oh, thanks. Thank you, thanks. So, Civil War tomorrow at 7.
Yeah, I'm having Lebo White on the back patio for some pizza, and then we're gonna bring him over to the game.
So I gave it a set. So
Welcome back, everyone, to Mount Lebanon High School Stadium here. Ready to begin our second half in a few minutes. Score Mount Lebanon 35, Norwin 7. Let's go over some team stats from that first half. Mount Lebanon dominating. Total of 301 total yards to Norwin 79. Passing yards. Mount Lebanon 115 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns. Rushing 186 yards on the ground. 2 more touchdowns there. Norwin 43 yards passing, 36 yards rushing. Oddly enough, Norwin had 40 yards on their first 3 plays of offense. They had 39 yards the remainder of the half.
Wow, Denny.
Individual leaders. For Mount Lebanon, Joey Daniels passing 7 of 8 for 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. Now 15 touchdowns on the season, no interceptions.
Wow.
Rushing, Alex Texa, 5 carries, 103 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Brendan Anderson, after injury, comes back tonight, his first night back, 2 receptions, 45 yards, both for touchdowns. And how about the big play to Cade Capristo for a 5-yard touchdown? Actually, it was a rush. It was a play that Lebo handed off and passed back to Capristo. It was behind the line of scrimmage, so it went as a rush, and he went in for the touchdown. And then Eli Heidenreich with a 39-yard TD reception.
Yeah, I mean, Cade, an interception in the first half and a touchdown in the first half. Not something we would have guessed we'd be talking about Cade having both an interception and a touchdown in the first half. Really impressive. Yep. Also, of course, impressive, Alex Teska, running back. Only 5 carries, but 103 rushing yards, including that touchdown to get the Blue Devils started right out of the gate on their first series. I know Ted and Judy Teska, that's Alex's grandparents, are up in Erie watching the game and listening. So Ted and Judy, glad you're with us. A tremendous job with Alex, and I know the whole community is super proud of him, as I'm sure you are too.
Individual stats for Norwin. Fleming was 5 of 8 passing for 43 yards, 1 interception, no touchdowns. Rushing, Chrisman, 1 carry for 19 yards, but he did have that long 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yep.
And receiving was number 8. That's Tanner. I got to get this right. Krevikuk. 2 catches, 21 yards.
Denny, I'm so glad you're pronouncing that name and not me, because as my wife will tell you as a lifelong Pittsburgher, I have a tough time pronouncing the name Smith correctly, let alone Krevikuk.
Those numbers provided by Keith Sala, our statistician. Great job, Keith.
Seems like in the first half, other than the kick return from Norwin, Mount Lebanon has played a perfect half, it seems like, moving the ball offensively, playing stout defense. Blue Devils just playing very well tonight.
Boy, great call there, Colin. You're right. And we've talked a lot about Coach Spieler, the offensive coordinator, dialing up all sorts of plays. But let's talk about Coach Kim Nibala in his second year as defensive coordinator, Coach Palco's longtime defensive coordinator from West Allegheny. You know, this season I really feel like Coach Kim has been able to get those Blue Devils in the right position defensively so frequently. You just don't see on the defensive side of the ball us out of position very often. A credit to Coach Kim as he continues to fine-tune these young men and prepare this team for playoff football.
This is 95 sophomore Joseph Castle kicking it off. Heidenreich takes it at his 13. Has room up the middle. Nice run. Get out to around the 35-yard line where Mount Lebanon will take over 1st and 10 to start this second half.
Yeah, let's again talk about, we've talked about the skill position players so much. We talk about Eli. We talk about now Brendan Anderson coming back from a shoulder injury with a big game. We talked about Alex. We've talked about Joey Daniels. We've talked about Michael Beardsdorf, Tommy Boehner. But let's remember, it all starts up front with that offensive line. Offensive line has done a great job. This is really the 4th game in a row where we've seen the offensive line really control the line of scrimmage for the Blue Devils.
First unit still in. Hand off to Texa. Good hard run. We'll get about 4. Coming up, Austin Kantz to make the tackle for Norwin.
And again, even on a simple run like that, you've got Alex moving left to right, but he finds a way to square those shoulders upfield, get upfield at the point of contact, and when he was hit, he still goes 2 yards forward. So makes a 2-yard gain into a 4-yard gain.
Very hard to bring down. We got Jack Smith on a wing on the left. But it goes to Alex. Cuts it outside. Nice cut. Oh, knocked out of bounds just beyond midfield. Knocked out by Nick Fleming.
Yeah, and again, Alex kind of picking up where he left off in that first half with a big, strong start to the third quarter. Great block by number 7, Jack Smith. You mentioned him lined up in this set back there in the slot. Excellent block on the perimeter to allow Alex to get to the outside. Nice job by the junior, number 7.
So Anderson split to the right. Beardsdorf's in the game in the slot. Plummer in the backfield with Daniels. And here comes Jack Smith across the formation. Makes the catch. Nice catch. He had a guy all over him. Hangs on, breaks a tackle. Nice play, Jack Smith. Came from the left wing back position across the line. Nice gain. Brought down by Mazzoni.
Yeah, we talked about Dennis Golden being a Holy Cross grad who was listening up in Massachusetts. Well, that's number 7, Mr. Smith, reminding me a little bit of Gordy Lockbaum from Holy Cross, kind of doing it all. Jack long snaps, plays outside linebacker, threw a great block on the play before, and there you see him, his skill catching the ball coming across the middle. Nice job by Jack.
Eli Heidenreich takes the direct snap, hands it off.
That's sophomore Johnny McGee. That's his first carry of the season, number 41. He had been nursing a hamstring injury. You expected Johnny to get in a lot earlier this season, but that injury kind of set him back. He's coming on strong. Nice to see him get in on offense there.
Attaboy, Johnny.
Mount Lebanon controlling the line of scrimmage, it seems like.
Yeah, you're right, Colin. Let's remember they're doing that without their co-captain, number 78,
Correct.
Cooper Austin, who's still injured. They'll need Coop next week when we go up to Butler to play Seneca Valley.
Daniels throws to his right.
Oh, nice ball.
Complete. What a catch. Nice catch by Anderson. Can't be brought down. He did step out, but he was draped on as well and came up with the catch. These Mount Lebanon receivers are coming down with some touch catches to start the second half. Babbio on the tackle for the Knights.
I mean, you might as well call Joey Daniels Freddie Fu, the surgeon. He's just carving up people left and right.
Having a heck of a night.
Unbelievable ball right there. Jeez. Nice job by Brendan Anderson.
We've seen a plethora of receivers here through the first 5 games, and one better than the next, it seems like.
Yeah, for sure, Denny. Quite a few options.
Plummer off the right side. Won't get much running room there.
Yeah, ball
Maybe
set on
a
the
yard.
ball was set on the right hash. They run to the short side of the field and bring Plummer. Just not a lot of room when he got to the perimeter to turn it upfield. Nice job by the Knights on defense to string that play out and stop it for a short gain. Although, actually, Mo ended up picking up 4 yards, so that'll be 2nd down and 6. Wow. 9:45 left in this third quarter. Mount Lebanon up 35-7, threatening to go ahead 42-7 here.
They got that diamond formation they use sometimes with 2 running backs to either side of Joey and then a tailback in Plummer behind him. Almost like an inverted wishbone. And he'll hand off to Plummer, the tailback. Runs hard, breaks a few tackles, takes it across the 5-yard line.
Wow, Mo did a nice job of hesitating there, waiting for that hole to open, and then squaring his shoulders up and driving hard forward all the way down to the, it looks like, 3-yard line, Denny?
Yeah, just about to 3. Noah Vogel of Norwin making the stop on the last 2 plays.
Yeah, Vogel's been very active on the defense for the Norwin Knights, playing a nice game.
So now only Plummer in the backfield with Barrett kind of an H-back off to the left. Hand off to Plummer. He has a hole. He's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Maurice Plummer takes it in for the Blue Devils.
Good drive.
Yeah, very good drive. Nice job on the left side of that line. We've talked about it a lot tonight already. Cade Capristo with the interceptions and the touchdowns there. The big left tackle creating a gaping hole. Also, and again, Owen Halter, number 68, interior guard. Excellent blocking as well by Halter and Capristo for the touchdown run by senior number 4, Mo Plummer.
Sorsdale, perfect on the night thus far. And it will remain that way. 6th in a row, 8:58 remaining. Third quarter, Mount Lebanon 42, Norwin 7.
I feel like that drive there, just that drive right there, has defined this game so far for Mount Lebanon. Just running the football, getting their playmakers involved, winning at the line of scrimmage. That's described the Mount Lebanon's play so far here tonight.
Yeah, well said, Colin.
Mount Lebanon scoring drive, 8 plays, 66 yards, 2 minutes, 54 seconds.
Again, you're seeing Coach Spieler go into that playbook and just whip things up and finding all sorts of ways to get the ball to a variety of different receivers. That time you saw both Brendan Anderson and Jack Smith catch passes on that drive. Alex Teska, of course, set the tone early with a couple great runs, and then Mo Plummer finished it with a touchdown run. Got to give the credit to the offensive lineman up front as well.
But as you said about Coach, too, I mean, we have much more explosive offense this season. A lot more options, a lot more gadgets. I really like the offense he's running this year.
I agree with you. And, let's just remember, again, Coach Palco, this is really the start of his second season. Regime changes are challenging. Coach is also trying to change the culture in the Mount Lebanon football program. And you're starting to see that culture shift take place and these players buy in significantly.
Sorsdale to kick off this time. Take it at the 7 will be Barca. Good hard run again. These guys have good kick returners. Boy, he delivered the blow to Sorsdale and got a couple more yards after it. Nice run by Barca, and he's going to be taken out at the 50-yard line.
Been really impressed with the kick returners for Norwin Knights. Do a very nice job of getting that ball as if they're shot out of a cannon and running very hard. Got to remember to get down at pad level to take on these runners.
Well, it looks like it's going to come back, though.
Block in the back, I think.
Way back from where he made it to. I mean, penalty, it was blocking the back for 15 yards, but from where he made it to, the ball, it was marked from the spot of the foul. This ball's back to the 17-yard line, so it cost him 33 yards on that return.
Wow. Penalties have really hurt the Knights this evening.
Yes.
Starting to see some new defenders in for Mount Lebanon.
Fleming rolls right, trying to get around the corner, does for a couple. Finally pushed out by Joey Peters.
Yeah, Joey, almost 6'6". His brother, of course, Tommy, 2-year starter for the Blue Devils and is now playing football at Washington University in St. Louis, but expect big things from Joey. He's a big body. Once he fills out some, going to be a very good football player. Of course, he also plays for Coach David on the basketball team, and we know that's a very good basketball program Coach David's been running. 2 years ago, Whitfield champions, and last year Whitfield runner-up to Butler, which was, a force to be reckoned with Ethan Morton playing at Purdue.
Yeah.
Fleming ducks out of it. Rolls to his left.
Oh, nice job.
Coming up to get him, Dan King.
Yeah,
along with Tyler Long.
Yeah, that's the junior Daniel King and number 52. That's Ty Long, senior, playing outside linebacker there. Nice job by both of those players.
Yeah, real nice pursuit there from King.
And
It's nice to see a lot of second-teamers get in here now. And
Yeah.
I just thought of this. Are we on a running clock now, being up 35?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
This will go much faster. How about that for Captain Obvious?
Fleming steps up into the pocket.
Oh,
Nice
nice
shovel
shovel
pass.
pass.
How about that?
Oh, nice
O'Brien.
open field tackle.
That was.
Sam Ward.
Yes.
Oh, Sammy Ward. Wow. Hey, now we mentioned the King family earlier, but we failed to mention perhaps the most famous King. That's the father, and that would be the grandfather to Sean and Daniel King, who are playing out on the field today. The grandfather, Pat King, is in the Westminster Sports Hall of Fame for basketball.
Really?
Yes, yes. You'll have to. We'll have to double check the year. I think it's 1952.
Was
But
Buzz
if I
Riddle
know-
the coach there then?
I do not know, but I'm certain that someone will confirm that very quickly for us if I misstated it.
Sam Ward making another play.
Yeah, I don't know if you know. Buzz Riddle was the coach at Westminster, then became coach at Pitt. And right around that time, 50s or 60s, and he was the creator of the amoeba defense.
Whoa. Okay, Denny.
Heard of that?
You know what? If your name's Buzz, you had to coach in the 1950s. Okay, that's just. I think 50% of the coaches were named Buzz.
Although Buzz Williams is still coaching in the NCAA.
It's just a great, it's a good name. What's up, Buzz? This goes well for a coach.
Fleming faked the handoff,
nice
kept
open
her on
field
the
tackle.
right-hand side, and Trevor Barrett came up and made the play.
Yeah, Trevor's really stood out to me as middle linebacker, just kind of all over the place. And I tell you what, when he hits you at the point of attack, it's like hitting into a brick wall. Very physical player at the point of attack. Reads very well, moves very well. Been an outstanding middle linebacker for the Blue Devils in his senior season, his first season at Mount Lebanon.
3rd down 3.
Also,
All at the Knights 37.
in and outside linebacker is number 18. He's a senior, Cortland Pierre. We've talked about Cortland being the holder on special teams. Now he's in an outside linebacker. That's number 18, Cortland Pierre.
He'll fake the handoff to O'Brien. Gets out of one. Pass incomplete. Intended there for Krevakuk. And the Knights are going to bring on the punt unit.
Boy, Fleming, very elusive at quarterback. He's done a nice job several times. It looks like Mount Lebanon defenders have had him dead to right, and he's been able to escape the pressure and roll out. I know he's frustrated with the score, but he's certainly playing his heart out for the Knights.
Good size, good arm. Tommy Boehner now in to return the punt for Mount Lebanon. O'Brien's kick is away. Nice.
Good punt.
Take it. He'll fumble. Ball's loose.
I think he got it back.
It looks like he jumped on it, but rolled forward about 3 yards. Then there was a scrum, and they are giving the signal Mount Lebanon football.
Denny, the way the Steelers punt game is, that kid from Norwin could punt for the Steelers on Sundays. That was a heck of a punt.
Was hoping for much better things this year from Colquitt, and he's been very, very average.
Yeah.
It's better than Jordan Berry, though.
Yeah, I'll admit that, but still been very average.
Yeah. With the offense being so hot, he hasn't had to punt a lot.
Joey Daniels still in at quarterback. Was wondering if we were going to see Jack Smith soon. Smith's in at that wingback spot again, though. Plummer plowing
yeah.
for about 8 yards.
Boy, we mentioned it earlier in the game, and we haven't mentioned it since, but James Klein, number 50, stepping in at right guard for his second start of the season, the junior, doing an excellent job as well. And now we've got number 72 in. That's Nick Javon, the senior.
All right.
He's in at right tackle. Andrew DeCaro, number 20, split out at wide receiver right to our side, Denny.
Yeah. Tommy Boehner, good hard run, enough for a first down.
Yeah, and what I liked about that by Tommy, kind of stopped on a dime, pivoted, and cut back with that run. Nice job of explosiveness by Tommy Boehner in reading his blocks. Boy, just no shortage of speed and physicality at the skill positions for Mount Lebanon, whether it's we're talking about Eli or Alex or Mo, now Tommy. Just a lot of ways they can hurt you out of that backfield.
Brian, you're going to have to help me with 9, as you said we had the wrong name on the roster.
Yeah, that is Beckham D. So we talked about this is a Mount Lebanon team full of brothers. So you've heard Grayson D's name called a fair amount. That's the sophomore, number 45. Well, Beckham is his brother. Beckham's only a freshman.
Wow.
So you don't see many freshmen at Mount Lebanon get a carry. A heck of an athlete, incredibly loose hips, really fluid runner. Expect big things from both D brothers, Gray and Beckham.
Looks like Cortland Pierre back there now. And it will be Pierre. Breaks a tackle or two. Bounces it outside.
Yeah,
He'll get 3 or 4.
Very hard running by the senior Cortland Pierre with 2:15 remaining in the third quarter. Clock is running with Mount Lebanon leading 42-7. Mount Lebanon's moving out of the south end zone towards the north end zone at their own 46-yard line. Play coming in from the sideline. Of course, Mount Lebanon no rush to call a play right now with the lead 42-7. Clock now under 2 minutes.
Daniels drops straight back. Looks for Cortland Pierre. Got him. Not much of a gain, if any. He might even lose a yard on that. He'll lose 2, actually. Bring it back to the 44-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 9. And we're going to bring the punt unit on, and Sorsdale will punt again.
Boy, if you're watching at home, very interesting punt formations run by Mount Lebanon. There's no one tight to the right of the center. Oh, nice punt.
Nice punt.
Yeah, excellent punt by Casey Sorsdale.
Chrisman makes the fair catch at his own 23-yard line, where Norwin will take over 1st and 10 with 57 seconds remaining. Third quarter, Mount Lebanon leading 42-7.
And Denny, we usually mention that Casey's grandfather is usually listening in from Texas, although we discovered tonight that he's at a poker game and could not tune in this evening. So.
Good intel. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I got it straight from
He's got his
straight
sources.
from the Sorsdales.
He's got his sources.
Oh, Colin, you know I've got my sources. It's highly confidential, by the way, Colin.
Fleming throws, complete. That's going to be Ty Bilinski.
Interesting, Cortland Pierre, we've mentioned him quite a bit, number 18, getting in quite a bit. I think his father played for actually Norwin in high school.
Really?
And then played football for Bucknell in the Patriot League. Cortland's done an excellent job holding this year on special teams.
Yes.
We've got number 20, Andrew DeCaro, at outside linebacker.
Fleming throws, complete. Ball complete to Schmuck, brought down by number 23, Sam Ward.
Yeah, nice job by Sam getting across the field and making that tackle. That was also Beckham D getting a chip on that tackle too. Boy, and third quarter comes to an end. That might have been one of the fastest third quarters in the last 5 years, Denny, at Mount Lebanon Stadium. Wow.
Hey, with a lead of 42-7, we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Can't complain.
Now,
do JV play at Norwin tomorrow?
Yeah, so it's a JV double header tomorrow.
Tell me.
So Mount Lebanon plays at Norwin with their what they call their JV A team, and then JV B team is playing Central Valley tomorrow too. So there's a JV A team and a JV B team because there's no freshman football team this year.
So explain how that works or how they split the teams.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I do not know how. Normally I would know that, but
do you know if the A's better
have
than the
an
B, or
inside
it's
source.
two equal teams?
no. I mean, the A's would be more of the non-freshman players,
Gotcha.
right? Juniors and sophomores. The B team is some sophomores and some freshman players. And really, that's really about getting players as many reps as you can.
Sure.
I don't think you look at it as A or B as much as it's just an opportunity to get repetitions and get better at football.
Fleming
Good hands by Fleming.
fumbled it in the air, came down with it on his own. Finally brought down by Alex Javadin.
Yeah, and Owen McGreary, number 6 senior, got in on that play as well. We mentioned big games tomorrow. Well, Denny, there's the Uncivil War here at 7 o'clock tomorrow. That's the 5th and 6th Mount Lebanon gold team versus the 5th and 6th Mount Lebanon blue team. 2 legendary coaches squaring off. Jason Baer, who won a WPIAL championship at Connellsville, throwing passes to Joey Daniels, his dad, who was a wide receiver for that Connellsville team that beat St. Clair in the WPIAL championships.
Wow.
And then Lou Petrogallo coaching the other team. Of course, Lou's sons. Louis plays on the Mount Lebanon football team, as does Anthony as well. And Lou played for legendary high school coach Jim Render.
There you go.
You got your trivia down, Mr. Walters.
I thought I was good. He
Yeah.
got me beat by a big way.
Hey, when it comes to trivial knowledge, I'm your guy. Don't ask me how many. There's 50 states in the United States still, right, Colin? Okay, all right, good.
As I know.
I would hope in the Mount Lebanon history department you got that one down. Oh, he's got him.
Yeah.
Oh, nice ball, but
Showing off his arm.
yeah, it's one of the few times this evening where the Norwin wide receivers have got behind the Mount Lebanon defenders. Now, again, just to remind people, normally the clock would stop on an incompletion, but given the score is 42-7, the mercy rule is in effect, and the clock is running at 10:34
Do you know
left.
the score for the mercy rule? Is it 35?
35-point deficit, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And I think it only runs in the second half. It doesn't
Yes.
kick in
Right.
the first half of games.
Correct.
Blitz here.
That's actually a rush, a backwards pass.
So I want to call out, that was Buell Hartung, another sophomore, number 43. He's playing with a broken thumb. You'll see a big cast on his hand. Will Hartung's dad is Billy Hartung, who's executive director at the Center for the Theater Arts, which is a great organization in Pittsburgh. I actually went to high school with Billy Hartung at Stephen LaSalle. Yeah, Billy was a couple years younger than I was. And Billy will attest that I actually did have hair when I was in high school, even though I don't have much left now. But nice play by Will Hartung, his son, playing with a broken hand, broken thumb.
Timeout, Mount Lebanon.
And maybe get some, I don't know, substitutions maybe.
Look at
Okay, we have some intel here when we were talking earlier about Westminster basketball. We have, hang on, the screen just went blank. Got it back up now, though. Pat King is in the Westminster Hall of Fame, presented by Gary Brown, former Lebo basketball great and Westminster player. Also, longtime coach of Lebo hoops, another White sibling, Katie, captain. Am I reading this correctly? Katie, captain for Dory Oldecker, and an excellent player at CMU.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, she was a great player for Dory on those very good Dory Oldecker teams.
Coming from Mike Steinberg. Thanks, Mike. First and 10 at midfield. Fleming ducks out of trouble.
Oh, nice job.
Throws to the right side. Kind of looks like he threw it away. Either that was a very high pass intended for number 3, Ty Belinsky.
All right, Denny, this is coming in from Miami, Florida. Another Capristo. This is Gianni Capristo. That's Cade's cousin, is watching the game on the big screen down in Miami.
All right.
And where would you rather be, Denny, Miami or suburban Pittsburgh right now?
Suburban Pittsburgh.
All right, it's Friday night. Of course you'd rather be here. Good answer.
Although Pitt plays Miami tomorrow, I'd like to be there too.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Now, viewers at home may know this. Denny also works for Pitt Panthers football and Pittsburgh Steelers football as well. Will you be at the Steelers game Sunday?
I will not.
And that means you're going to be at the pig roast. Is that correct?
I'm going to try.
All right.
That was Barker running to the right side. Brought down there by Will Hartung.
Oh, nice. Sophomore Will Hartung. Nice job.
But yeah, to let you know, for the Pitt Panthers, I'm the official statistician, so official stats has to be at the game. Somebody has to keep them. For the Steelers, I just do stats for the Steelers, and no spotters, no statisticians. We are not permitted at the games yet.
I can't believe that, Denny.
I know.
They don't let you guys in that box.
I
It's
know.
hard to believe. Wow.
Yeah. Watching it.
Well, just
Oh,
that's
nice
trouble.
play.
That's trouble. That's trouble.
Big time.
That's
That's Chrisman. He's gone. That's his second long touchdown of the night. He returned that 97-yard kickoff, and that was a 50-yard touchdown catch. Give credit to the Knights. They are not giving up. They're not going away, and they put another score on the board.
Very well designed play by the Norwin Knights offensive coordinator. Executed perfectly. Picked up a few key blocks. And Chrisman, very athletic kid, has some serious jets, and you saw his wheels in action right there, breaking that for a touchdown.
Castle on for the point after. Low line drive kick, but it splits the uprights and is good. 7:52 now remaining in this game. Mount Lebanon 42, Norwin 14.
Yeah, so next week, Mount Lebanon faces Seneca Valley. And I think when you look at the progressions this program is trying to make, Seneca Valley is a team you circle and say, that's one of the teams we got to beat. Right. Definitely. But that is a very good Seneca Valley football program, very well coached, also very physical team. That'll be a tough game heading into Butler County next week to play up at Seneca Valley.
If Mount Lebanon wins that game, they will be the second seed going into the playoffs.
They will. Mount Lebanon, if you remember last year, played Seneca Valley early in the season at home, was down 13 points, came back and won the game.
I remember
and then
Evan Jones had like the play of the year.
He did. He did have the play
like
of the year there.
Stiff arm.
And then Mount Lebanon played them in the first round of the playoffs at home again last year and beat Seneca Valley. 2 years before that, Mount Lebanon went out and played up at Seneca Valley and lost a heartbreaker to them, 13-10.
That scoring drive for Norwin was 9 plays, 77 yards, 5 minutes, 5 seconds. And that was a 51-yard touchdown by Connor Chrisman.
Yeah, Chrisman, their leading receiver, again, very talented player.
Short
nice
kick.
game.
It's actually going to bounce at the 20-yard line. Picked up by Texa. He's going to get room outside. He made a lot out of nothing there. Crosses the 40, finally knocked out of bounds.
Yeah. Very well done by Alex there. And I was happy that Alex, as he headed to the sideline and tried to turn it, then just stepped out of bounds before taking a hit. Ahead 42-14 with 7:36 left in the fourth quarter.
Smart.
Do not need Alex. Necessary combative hits.
Now, does the mercy rule stay in effect?
No.
I was just going to ask the same question. So you have to go back up by 35?
My wife will laugh. I just answered that like I knew what the answer was. I actually do not know.
No, because the clock did stop there for a second.
Right, it did.
We got a 50-50 chance. I'm going to say
Jack
yes.
Smith now in at quarterback.
Idris.
Idris Wilson getting his first carry of the night.
Yeah, Idris, we've seen him at the JV level. Very, very good runner. Low to the ground. Kind of reminds me of, and I know Coach Palco has said this, of Natron Means, if you remember the Natron bomb for the San Diego Chargers. Idris runs a lot like him. A heavy load to take on. Excellent run by him as he went up the middle and broke it out to the left.
18-yard run. Brings up 1st and 10 at the Norwin 33-yard line. Yep, Wilson, 5'7", 195-pound sophomore. The big Jack Smith stands in at quarterback. Handoff. Wilson again. Plows ahead for 3.
Yeah, good hard running. You've got big number 71 in now, Ben Strife. We've talked about Big Ben. He was in on that jumbo package earlier in the game. Of course, Ben's father, Matt, we talked about this, went to, I think, Shadyside and then played football and wrestled at Princeton. Also in for the Blue Devils, number 58, that's Alex Tamburitza Tambo, 6'3", 250-pound offensive tackle. He's now in at left tackle. That's number 58.
Handoff straight up the middle. Wilson again? Tough to tell.
Yeah. I did not see who that was.
No, it looks like
Pierre. Cortland Pierre.
Oh, yeah. I think that was Cortland.
Yes.
Also in the O-line now is Kyle Watkins, number 62. That's 5'9", 230-pound junior Kyle Watkins, doing a nice job of blocking there for Cortland Pierre. Of course, we already mentioned number 72, Nick Javadin's in at right tackle.
Got a big fullback in there, number 32, Billy Green, 5'8", 220.
Yeah, that's senior Billy Green. Also in at tight end is Owen McGeary, number 6.
Ground and pound.
Oh, nice hard run by Cortland Pierre. Nice job, Cortland. Keeping those shoulders squared.
Ball to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. 4:41 remaining in this game. Mount Lebanon up 42-14. We'll go to 3 and 2 after this. So we got 2 Natrone Means-looking guys in the backfield now.
Yeah, it's a big backfield right now. Got 2 heavyweights back there.
Wilson gets met, though. Maybe a yard.
Idris is running hard. Hey, we talked a little about the big youth football game tomorrow, the Uncivil War, Mount Lebanon Blue versus Mount Lebanon Gold at 7 o'clock at Mount Lebanon High School. Let's also call out, we've got some termite football going on tomorrow. So Jason Wolling, who played at Mount Lebanon in 1993, fullback for the Blue Devils, he's coaching the termite team out of Cannon Mac. So you fans want to go see, oh no, I'm sorry, that's a home game. That's the 3:30. Mount Lebanon Termites against Cannon Mac, coached by Mount Lebanon graduate Jason Wolling tomorrow. That's right here at Mount Lebanon Stadium. Good luck, Jason, and your squad.
2nd down 8, 17-yard line.
I think they ran that same play at least 4 times in a row. Just
We might
inside
keep
run
seeing
to
it
the left.
With just over 3 minutes remaining here.
Yeah, also in now was number 48. That's Cole Markle, sophomore. Cole's had a really nice JV season, particularly on defense, but very good wide receiver. Cole's a name to just circle and keep in the back of your head. He's going to make a contribution to this Mount Lebanon passing game in the years ahead.
Okay.
I'm about to sound really old, but as I get older, boy, standing this long starts to hurt my knees and back.
I'm with you, buddy. My low back right now. That's why I keep leaning against the railing.
but I'm glad Colin's got a chair.
Oh, nice run up the middle. That's
Great run.
24, Louis Petrogallo.
Mr. Walters, I will gladly offer you this chair if you'd like it.
Great run by Louis Petrogallo. We talked about Louis a little bit earlier. Hard runner. That's the junior, number 24, Lou Petrogallo, busting up the middle. Nice run, Louis. Thought Louis was going to take it into the end zone there.
1st and goal at the 3. Be interesting to see if Mount Lebanon takes it in one more time.
And we talk now number 36, Sean King is in the game too. He's lining up at fullback. That's Dan King. His brother is the junior linebacker, number 25, who's been all over the field. Now Sean King, number 36, senior, in at fullback.
Cortland Pierre
nice.
drives
Push
it
him
into
in.
the
Nice
end zone.
job.
But no,
Oh, he
no
was
signal
in.
yet. No, they are not giving it to him.
Oh, I thought Cortland was in there.
I did
Nice
too.
hard running by Cortland. Wow, very hard running.
2nd down.
42-14. You never really want to rub it in the score. Clock running with 1:20 left. We're now under 1:20. Plays are still coming in. It's second down and goal. But, you also want to get these players the opportunity to score as well, Denny. These worked really hard this whole season. Cortland's done a great job of running it down here, as Louis Petrogallo. We've seen Idris as well. And Cortland, nice job. Great run by Cortland Pierre. Very hard running all the way down. And I think he just stuck it in for the touchdown. Nice job, senior Cortland Pierre. Still waiting for the signal, and there it is. Cortland Pierre, number 18, senior, touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know. With 41 seconds left, I might be anxious to watch the exchange after the game.
Yeah.
Between the two coaches.
Yeah, look, there's been no quit by this Norwin football team. That's a pride group of Knights on the sideline. And, I think if you're watching the game, you'd appreciate that, Coach Palco's trying to get people in and trying to give them opportunities to make plays with the ball. There's a Norwin player down. Let's hope he's okay.
I know. The compound matters. Oh.
Denny, how many texts did we end with?
Too many to count. I didn't get to them all. Well, there were people, our good friend Dave Franklin, who sent about 20, and I had to tell him, I said, we have about 30 people to get to before we get to your next one again.
That's a heck of a game-ending drive for the Blue Devils. That's 10 plays, 56 yards, 6 minutes and 53 seconds. You talk about the efficiency of this Mount Lebanon offense. Oh, good to see him coming off the field. That's big number 54 for the Knights. That's Sebastian Rosado, 6'2", 230-pound junior. He seemed to be walking off on his own. Hope he's okay. It looks like Devil's Den is cleared out. There looks to be about 12 people left in Devil's Den. It's been reduced to the Devil's.
Froze over.
The Devil's Den froze over. It did.
Who do we have here kicking the extra point?
Graham Thorson. Didn't make it.
That's senior. Yeah, Graham Thorson gets in. We've not seen Graham kick before. And just missed it. It might have just
a little.
Yeah, just missed it.
That's a shame. Get a senior in there to get the kickoff. Oh well. 41 seconds remaining, folks. 48-14. Like we said, tomorrow.
Yeah. So
JV has
doubleheader.
A doubleheader.
Yeah. And
then next Friday night at Seneca Valley for a big one.
That's a really big game. And let's just set the stage for the playoffs. So there are only four teams in 6A that make the playoffs. I think Mount Lebanon is very well positioned right now to make the playoffs. Now, they talked, because of the COVID situation this week, that there may actually be a selection committee for the playoffs as well. But whether there's a selection committee or it's just based on record, you got to believe Mount Lebanon's going to make it in. And the question will be how high of a seed if they beat Seneca Valley.
I saw that article in the Post-Gazette today, and because also of the discrepancy of teams' games played,
right?
As we've played one less
Sure.
than Norwin, for example, due to our cancellation of the Baldwin game due to the COVID.
This is a Mount Lebanon team that each week matures and gets better and better, which, again, is kind of a hallmark of a well-coached team, and certainly a veteran coach like Coach Palco, 8 Whitfield championships, doing a nice job of coaching these boys up.
Short pooch kick by Sorsdale. The player gets knocked out around midfield. That was Barco.
Yeah, that's number 67, Fadi.
Good luck with that one.
Where are we at?
Yeah, that's senior.
Al-Kafaji.
Fadi Al-Kafaji.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice
Rolls
tackle.
right off the tongue.
I believe Foddy is also one of the co-captains, senior co-captains of this team. So nice special teams play by Foddy. There's 31 seconds remaining. Mount Lebanon is up 48-14 over Norwin Knights.
Is this a new quarterback, number 30? Is he a quarterback or is he taking a wildcat? No, he's a quarterback. Nicholas Uri.
30 is a weird number for a quarterback.
I would say. Hands off to
nice
33.
Play. Nice play by Nick
Hayden
Javonin.
Douglas.
Great tackle. Nick Javonin read that play perfectly. That's the senior, number 72. Came down the line and made the tackle.
And that'll do it. That'll be the last play of our game. Final score, Mount Lebanon 48, Norwin 14.
Boy, really hoping, Denny, we get to broadcast the game next week out at Seneca Valley.
Oh, me too. John Grogan, go to bat for us, buddy.
And always a pleasure.
So
being
no
with
hard
you.
feelings there on the late score as both coaches just embraced and hugged. So like to thank our crew here tonight. Keith Sala did an outstanding job on stats. We have cameraman Harrison Piddle and Brett Hamill. Our switchman, Sam Osborne. My partner, Brian Walters, always doing a great job. And Denny Pastufka here, signing off from Mount Lebanon on a cold night, but a beautiful win. Mount Lebanon 48, Norwin 14.
Go
Good night,
Lebo.
everyone.
Hey, how are you? See ya.
Are you guys going to Seneca next week?
That's what we're hoping.
Hopefully.
We're hoping I get to
love
go out
watching
there.
What's up, buddy?